Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Yankee Stadium in New York as we'll bring you this live coverage of the 1978-1988 hybrid Stratomatic League just starting today, as we'll go over the particulars in a moment, and we'll get this started right after this.
Off the left side, Nettles, under it. The Yankees win it. The Yankees win it 5-4 and go to Kansas City. The Yankees win it 5-4 and will go on to Kansas City. A mob scene on the field. By Stanley, the pitch hit in the air to deep center field. This ball may go all the way in the bleachers. It is gone. Home run in center field for Reggie Jackson. Into the stands in dead center field. That ball hit well over 400 feet. A straightaway center field home run for Reggie Jackson. Getty got it for sure, and the Yankees now lead it 5-2. Frank Dan Zimmer, the manager of the Boston Red Sox.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to 1978/1988. We're about to bring you something very exciting on the channel. We're going to have a 78-game season between the teams of 1978 and 1988. So what we've done, we have taken each league and taken the best team available from those leagues. So let's kind of go ahead and give you the American League teams, and probably when I do a National League game on the channel, I'll go ahead and give you the American leagues for that. So let's just go ahead and give you the 1978, 1988 teams, so you know who you're following, who your favorite teams are. As you know, the Yankees and Red Sox will be taking their 1978 teams into this league, which I think is going to be a huge benefit, but it is going to be a loaded roster for sure with teams. When I decided to do this, I wanted to do this with a lot of better teams. That way it was made a little more sense. So here we go, the American League. So the New York Yankees will be using 1978. Boston is using 1978. Each team, Yankees won 100 games. Boston won 99. The Milwaukee Brewers of 78 will come in this. They won 93. The Baltimore Orioles will be using 78. That's good. They only won 50 some odd games in 1988. The Detroit Tigers, though, will be using 1988, barely about 80 plus games. The Cleveland Indians will be using their 88 team. And the Toronto Blue Jays, of course, will be using their 1988 team. Most every team in American League East have over 81 wins. The Indians, I believe, are 78 and 84. So very competitive American League East. Out of the West, the 78 Kansas City Royals with 92 wins will be in here. The California Angels with 87 wins. The Texas Rangers, 87 wins, again, 1978. And then you have a very dangerous 1988 Minnesota Twin team. The Chicago White Sox will be using their 1988 team, not one of the best. Then you have the Oakland Athletics, winners of 104 games, got to the World Series that year. And then you got the Seattle Mariners using their 1988 team. Again, about 60 plus wins, not one of the favorites. So this game is a home opener. Again, each team will play everyone in their division 6 times, 13 teams, 14 in division, 78 games total. Playoffs will be determined, top 2 teams in each division, and then you'll have a best of 5 wild card and then a best of 7 World Series. Again, we welcome you all to Yankee Stadium as computer generated this home opener between the Yankees and Sox. So here we go, first 3 of the year here at the stadium, as will be Ron Guidry for the Yanks and Mike Torrez for the Red Sox. I'll be playing as the Yankees as the home team. And we'll be using the Stratomatic roller today and not rolling dice on the outsides because I think it's a better visual and probably a little better of a league. So for this, we'll go ahead and go back to the days of the Strat roller. So here are the Red Sox lineup. Jerry Remy leading off, followed by Rick Burleson at short. Rice is your DH. Yastrzemski in left. Fisk and behind the plate. George Scott at first, Fred Lynn at first, Fred Lynn behind the plate, then you got Dwight Evans in right, and Butch Hobson at third. The Yankees defensively, White, Rivers, and Piniella. Jackson's the DH, Nettles, Dent, Randolph, Chambliss, Munson behind the plate, and Guidry on the mound. We will be using injuries, so disabled list will come into play. 78-game season, so it'll be very imperative for guys not to get hurt. Some of these rosters are not deep, especially these 78 teams. The 88 teams have a little more depth and have a little more firepower at times too. Let's get this set as Ron Guidry is ready to make the first pitch to Jerry Remy, and let's get this started from the stadium. Opening night here in New York. Munson sets the target. Ron Guidry and the pitch, and we're going to have to redo this. So let's go ahead and call a timeout, and we'll go back to dice mode there. And hang on one moment. Let's go ahead and switch things around. Let's do dice there, and dice will be rolled automatically. Split cards are automatic. And hopefully I have enough time to read the results here. Munson behind the plate. Guidry looks on. Lefty-lefty matchup. Here's the pitch to Jerry Remy. 3-7, fly ball center field. Rivers is there, makes the catch, and you got the first out of the game. Here's Rick Burleson, 248, 5 homers, 49 RBIs. Munson sets the target. Guidry from the windup. Here's the pitch to Burleson. 1-11. That's a fly ball in the right field. Piniella's there, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. And here is Mr. MVP Jim Rice. 315, 46 homers, 139 RBIs, triple-double, 25 doubles, 15 triples, 46 homers. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks in. Here's the pitch to Rice. That's a 2-8 ground ball to short. That's them. Makes the play. Got him, and Boston goes 3 up, 3 down. Let's go into the bottom of the first. No score. Boston offensively, Strzemski, Lynn, Evans, all ones. Hobson, Burleson, Remy, Scott. Good defense. Hobson's a 4. Well, let's see if Dow comes back. Fist behind the plate. On the mound, Mike Torrez. Torrez, 16-13, 3.96 ERA. Think that will be a problem for him. He's a +7 on the hold, so by the time you hold everything else, he'll be a +3. So the Yankees could run a bit on him. We'll see if the Yankees can get men on base to do so. Last of the first, no score. Mick the Quick do up, 265 hitter, 11 home runs. Fisk sets in the target. Torres with a windup and deals 1-9 ground ball to Remy, throws him out, and there's your first out of the game. Here's Willie Randolph. 499 at bats. Remember, this is a season he got hurt, did not play in the postseason. 18 doubles, 6 triples, 3 homers, 42 ribbies. His injury is sitting there at a 212. He gets hurt. He may be it for a while. Here's the pitch, 3-5, and that's a base hit in the gap. Randolph will have 1. He'll go for 2. He's going to try for 3, and he's in there standing. So a 1-out triple for Randolph. And now here's the Yankee captain, Thurman Munson. Here at the stadium, ballpark singles are only a 1. Ballpark home runs to a left-handed batter is 1-15. The righties is only a 1-8. Fisk sets the target. Torres working from the stretch. Yankees have the first run of the game sitting at third. Here's the pitch to Munson. 4-7, a base hit for Munson, and the Yanks take a 1-0 lead. So a quick 1-0 lead. Randolph scores, and now here's Reggie Jackson. Fisk sets the target. Torres from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Reggie. 1-3, and that's a line drive for the second out. Now here's Chambliss. Chambliss on the year, 274, 12 homers, 90 runs batted in. Fisk sets in the target. Torres from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 3-4, ground ball to first. That is an easy play for first baseman Scott. Takes it to the bag. And the Yanks, 1 run, 2 hits. We played 1-0 New York. So top of the second coming up. We get people coming in. I'll go ahead and re-explain the league so people understand what's going on here. Munson sets the target. Guidry with the windup. Here's the pitch to Yastrzemski. 3-4 ground ball back to the mound. Guidry, good fielding pitcher, makes the throw to Chambliss, 1 away. Here is Carlton Fisk. Fisk the hitter, 284, 20 homers, 88 RBIs. Red Sox lineup is power lineup. Munson sets the target. Guidry with the windup. Here's the pitch to Fisk. 3-7, base hit for Fisk. Base hit number 1 for the Sox. And now here is George Boomer Scott. So Scott comes up. Wow, he has a 2-2, I believe, the walk and an injury, and it looks like it is. Oh, that must stink. So Munson sets the target. Guidry from the stretch. Runner on first, one out. Here's the pitch to the boomer. 6-4, ground ball to third. That's Nettles. Let's see if he can turn two. He can. He does. 5-4-3 goes around the horn. No runs, one hit, nobody left. Bottom of the second coming up. 1-0 New York. So here is Nettles. 276, 27 home runs, 93 RBIs. Fisk sets the target. Torrez with the full windup and deals. 5-7, ground ball to second. Remy's got in his glove, should make it. And he throws it low, and Scott unable to get it. So Remy threw one in the dirt. That's an E4 on Boston. And now here's Lou Pinella. Runner on first, nobody out. Rare error for Remy. Fisk now goes out and talks to Torrez. Let's see. Fisk sets the target, puts it down. Torrez from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Pinella. And that's a 4-8. That's a single to right field. Nettles will stop at second, and the Yanks got something going. 2 on and nobody out. And now here is Roy White. 269, not 8 homers, 43 RBI, switch hitter batting from the left-hand side. Fisk sets the target. Torrez from the stretch. Here's the pitch to White. 2-4, line drive, second base. Remy Nettles has to get back. 2 on, 1 out. And now here is Bucky effing Dent. You would think his middle name is Frank. Here's Dent. 2 on, 1 out. Fisk sets the target. Torrez from the stretch. 2 on, 1 out. Pitch to Dent. Is a 3-4. Pop to short. Burleson's there. Calls off Hobson. That's 2 outs. Here is Mickey Rivers. 0-for-1. Fisk sets the target. Torrez looks in with the whip from the stretch, trying to get out of this little bit of a pickle. 5-10 and walked him. The bases are jammed for Randolph. So Randolph not clutch, loses 2 hits in the 3 column. Kind of mixed match card. Again, he hit that triple his last time up off Torrez. So let's see what Randolph does here. Fisk sets the target. Torrez from the stretch. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Pitch from Torrez. 3-7 base hit center field. Pinella could try to score. He's not trying to score. Throws him out from center field. Hauser let it go for the throw home, and Pinella was tagged. So Freddie Lynn with a nice play. Yankees get 1. They strand the bases loaded. At the end of 2, it's 2-0 Yanks as we head to the third. So now Boston in a 2-0 hole here in the top of the third. 1978 and 1988 hybrid league. Again, we're taking the best of the 1978 teams, taking the best team and making 2 divisions. Again, playing 78 games per team. That'll be 3 home and 3 away. So again, it'll be unbalanced in the National League. The American League will have an absolute easy, 6, 3 home, 3 away for the 13 opponents. Makes it nice and easy with a 14-team league that way. And now we'll go into the top of the third. Boston sends up Lynn, Evans, and Hobson. Munson sets Guidry lefty to lefty. Here's the pitch to Lynn. 3-4, fly ball left field. White's there. Makes the catch. I should say Pinella makes the catch, 1 away. And now here is Dwight Evans. Munson sets in the target. Guidry with the windup. Here's the pitch to Evans. 3-8, and that's a line drive deep to left field. Back goes White. He does not have to move. That's gone. So Dwight Evans gets the Red Sox back in. It's 2-1. 1 out here in the third. So Dwight Evans comes around, scores, gets the big high five from Hobson and also from Remy in the on-deck circle. So 2-1 New York, long home run by Dwight Evans. So here is Hobson. Munson sets the target now. Guidry giving up a bomb to Evans here in the third. Here's the pitch to Hobson. 3-10, fly ball left field. White doesn't have to move, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Here it's Jerry Remy. Remy flied out his last time up. Munson sets in the target, puts down the sign. Guidry with a full windup and deals. Lefty-lefty matchup. Ground ball to first. That's Chambliss. Takes it to the bag himself. And the Red Sox get 1 back. We go to the bottom third. It's 2-1 New York. Trying to get some people. We can get some people more involved in this one here. So far, not a very light audience, but it's okay. Thurman Munson due up. He'll be followed by Jackson and Chambliss. Fisk sets the target in. Torres looks in. Here's the pitch to Munson. That's a 1-7, ball center field. Lynn's there, makes the catch, and here's Reggie. And now Reggie comes up, lined out his first time up. Fisk sets in. Torres from the windup, and here's the big pitch. 2-9, deep drive right field. That's gone. Evans looks up, and it's gone. Getty goner for Reggie Jackson. So the Yankees tack one right back. Chambliss sends one in the right field seats. It's 3-1. Getty goner for number 44, Reggie Jackson. So the Yankees making a picket fence out of this. Runs in the first, second, and third. 3-1 New York. And now Fisk goes out and talks to Torres. Zimmer not liking what he's seeing. Fisk sets the target. Torres with a windup. Here's the pitch to Chambliss. 2-11. And that is a ground by the pop to short. Burleson there. Makes the catch, 2 outs. Here's Nettles. He got out in an error and scored his first time up. Fisk sets in the target. Torres looks in. Here's the pitch to Nettles. 2-9, struck him out. Yankees get one back in the third. We go to the fourth. 3-1 New York. So the Yankees now back up by 2 here in the fourth. They got an offensive runs here in this ball game. Yankees trying to put some runs in this one. It'll be Ben Mill, top of the lineup for the Sox. 2-3-4 for Boston. Burleson, Rice, Yastrzemski against Guidry. Guidry looks in. Here's the sign, the pitch to Burleson. 6-9, and that's a ground ball to second. Good play. Randolph throws him out, 1 away. And now here is Rice. So Munson kind of goes out and talks to Guidry and makes sure Guidry pitches this where he wants it. Munson puts the target down, sets in. Guidry looks in. Here's the big windup and delivers. That's a 2-8 ground ball to short again. That's Dent, throws them out, and there's 2 outs. And now here's Yastrzemski, ground down his first time up. Munson puts down the target for him, sets in. Guidry from the big windup, and here's the pitch to Yastrzemski. 3-8, line drive, and it's caught by Randolph and ends the 4th. 3 up, 3 down, go to Red Sox. It's 3-1 New York as we play the bottom of the 4th here at the stadium. Last of the 4th, it'll be Lou Piniella playing right field today. He'll be followed by White and Dent. Piniella 1-for-1. Yankees 5 hits, Boston 2. Fisk sets in the target. Torres with the windup. Here's the pitch to Piniella. 4-7 base hit Piniella. Oh, he continues to be a hot hitter for this Yankee team. Runner on first, nobody out. Hit number 6 for the Yanks. Here's White. White's 0-for-1. Fisk sets the target. Torres from the stretch. Here's the pitch to White. 2-9 double play ball. Remy to Burleson. Back to Scott for 2. 4, 6, and 3. So now here's Bucky Dent, 0-for-1. Fisk puts in the target, pats the glove. Torres, big windup and pitch to Dent. 2-5, ground ball to short. Good play by Burleson, throws them out. And for the first time, the Yanks are retired. We go to the top of the 5th. It's 3-1 Yanks. So 3-1 opening night. Again, this is the first of a 3-game series. Each team will play each other 6 times during the regular season against the 13 common opponents, giving them 78 games. Each 2 teams in the top 2 division will make the playoffs, as the second wild card will play the reverse opponent in the American League. So the second wild card in the East will play the AL West champions, while the second wild card in the West will play the American League champions. Modern day playoffs for this hybrid, top of the 5th. Here is Pudge. Munson sets in. Guidry with the windup. Here's the pitch to Fisk. 1-10. That's a line drive right at Dent. 1 away. Here's George Scott, 0-for-1. Double play ball his first time up. Munson sets the target. Guidry with the windup. Here's the pitch to Scott. 6-2. Ground ball to first. Chambliss got it. Makes the play. 2 outs. So now here's Frederick Lynn. 2 outs. Munson sets in the target. Guidry now with 2 outs in the 5th. Guidry, the full windup. Here's the pitch to Lynn. 1-11, pop to short. Dent's there, makes the catch. And Guidry is solid through 5. It's 3-1 Yanks. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Ripper is followed by Randolph and Munson against Torres here in the 5th. Fifth sets down, puts down the target. Torres looks in. Here's the pitch to Rivers, and that's going to be a 5-5 and struck him out to 1 out. And now here's Willie, 2 for 2 in the ball game, tripled and scored and singled in a run. So he's had a very good day so far. Fifth sits, puts down the target. Torres with a big windup and deals to Randolph. 5-5 ground ball to second. Remy's got it. Got time. Throws him out. 2 away in the fifth. So Munson, 1 for 2. Big key single in the first. Flight out in the third. Fifth sets in down the target. Torres looks in. Here's the pitch to Munson. That's a 3-5, and that is a ground ball to short. Good play by Burleson. Throws him out. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Yanks in the fifth. Let's go to 6. Yanks up by 2, 3-1. So top of the year, opening day here in New York. Again, a 3-game series between these teams. And now here we go. So Evans, followed by Hobson and Remy. Right, left against Guidry here in the 6th. Guidry seems to be under control. Evans homered to left field his last time up. Here's the pitch to Evans. 3-7, a base hit down the line. Evans could have 2. He'll go for 2 and gets in there. So leadoff double for Evans, and Boston brings the tying runner up in. Here is Mr. Butch Hobson. So Hobson the batter, Grunner in second, nobody out. Munson puts down the target. He taps, he wants the pitch. Guidry looks in from the stretch, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Hobson. 1-7, and he walked him, and Guidry can't believe he kind of walks around the mound. Munson heads out there, and now Remy comes in. First and second with nobody out for Jerry Remy, the second baseman. So now let's see what the situation is here. Give me one. Your umpires today is Larry Barnett behind the plate, Darrell Cousins at first, Rocky Rowe at second, and Greg Kosk at third. So 1988 umpires gets it, which I guess makes sense. You put the 1988 umpires in when you have 1978 teams playing one of the other. Top of the 6 here, 3-1 New York. Munson goes again and make sure he's set. Guidry now on the stretch with the Boston sack bunt with Remy. Corners are in. Nettles and Chambliss think he might. First and second, nobody out. Let's see if they do it here. Again, let's roll and see what happens. Munson set, puts down the sign. They are going to butt with Remy. And they decide to bat for Remy. Bob Bailey comes in. So Remy is done heading to the 6th inning. So they get him out of there. So Bob Bailey with an extremely good card against left-handed pitching. That's an understatement. Bailey with only 94 at-bats, 4 home runs, and it's loaded in the 2 column. So Red Sox trying to go for broke right here in the 6th of an opener of a 78-game season. Munson sets the target, puts the sign down. Guidry from the stretch, and here's a pitch to Bob Bailey. 370 walked him, and the bases are loaded of Sox here in the 6th. So Guidry having control issues here at the stadium. Bases loaded. Guidry with some problems, and here is Burleson. So Burleson the batter, bases loaded, no outs. Munson now goes out again, talks to Guidry. Billy Martin has to be concerned. It's a Billy Martin, Bob Lemon team, you would think. I don't know. We'll keep Billy in the bench right now until we decide Bob Lemon needs to come in on this team. It's 3-1. Munson sets in. Guidry working from the stretch. Bases loaded, no outs. Dangerous hitter in Burleson. Here's the pitch. 4-6. That is a line drive at den, and there's your first out. Holy cow. So he went the opposite way. Randolph was right there, and there's 1 out. And now the most dangerous hitter in baseball, Jim Rice, the batter. Now with a big opportunity for the Red Sox to tie here in the 6th. Can Guidry get a quick out or maybe get a Jim Rice double play, Ron Junkett special? Munson sets in the target. Guidry from the stretch, bases loaded, 1 out. Here's the pitch from Guidry. 3-5 is a line drive right at Nettles, played perfectly. That's 2 outs. Holy cow. That was a liner, I believe, single 1-5, rolled to 17. Again, not getting the 20. So now here is Yastrzemski. Lefty matchup. Guidry trying to get out of the 6th inning. Munson sets in. Guidry from the stretch. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Lefty matchup. Pitch to Yastrzemski. 6-2 ground ball back to the mound. Guidry. He's got it. Throws a nice one to Chambliss. Ends the inning. Red Sox leave the bases loaded. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 3-1 New York. Oh, it's an opportunity. And now here is Double D in the ballpark. Again, let's explain it. Unless you've been watching the video from against your Double D. This again is the idea around the hybrid. I see people on Facebook with these leagues. It's a 1978 and 1988 hybrid, so taking the best of the American League teams and National League teams. Now, of course, the 88 Dodgers being the world champions take precedence. Although they won one less game than the 88 Dodgers did, they will be in then send the 78 team. Otherwise, the best record does get involved. The White Sox had 2 individual same records, for Christ's sake. So we took the 88 White Sox just to have some 88 teams in here also. Most of the AL East teams are stacked, so there's going to be competitive AL East. Orioles are going to be really good. Tigers are well above 500, so it will be a fairly good division. Again, this is a home opener, so it's a best of 3. You play 6 against your common opponents in the division, so this is 1 of 6. And the Yankees will send up Jackson, Chambliss, and Jackson, Chambliss, Nettles, left, bottom of 6, 3-1 New York. And Jack Brohammer came in. He'll go in to play second base. So taking out Remy, putting him out there, could be an interesting mistake, as Bob Bailey was only able to walk, and the Red Sox left them loaded. So 3-1 New York. Fisk sets the target. Torres looks in. Here is the pitch to Jackson. 5-10, and there's a leadoff walk to Jackson, so Torres not helping himself. Here's Chambliss. He's 0 for 2. Chambliss 0 for 2. He has ground out and lined out. So Fisk goes out, talks to him. Zimmer he might have a quick trigger. Let's see. Fisk sets in the target. Torres from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Chambliss. 2-10, pop to second. Brohammer gets his chance and makes the catch, and there's 1 out. So now here is Greg Nettles. He's 0 for 2. Reached on an error on Remy in the second, and then struck out in the third. Runner on first, 1 out. Fisk sets the target. Jackson may try to steal, and he doesn't get the lead, so it's a 50%er. So Jackson will try it. Runner on first, Jackson trying to get a jump on Torres. Remember, Torres is a +7, so it turns out to be a +3 to go. So Fisk sets in. Torres from the stretch. Runner on first, 1 out. Here's the pitch to Nettles. 2-7 double play ball. Scott goes to short. Back to first. 3-6-3. So we played 6 here at the stadium. It's 3-1 New York. Top of the 7th coming up. Fisk, Scott, Lynn against Guidry here in the 7th. Wow, what a start. And again, I'm kind of watching the Yankee game, which I'm now glad kind of why I did. It's so nauseous, this 2021 team. But I played a lot. I played the first round of NL games, and there's some surprises. So I can go over those games. If you stick around Double D, I'll tell you who your favorite team is, and I'll let you know how they did. If you want to tell me if I forget who your favorite team is, I'll let you know how they did in their opener. So here's Fisk, followed by Scott and Lynn. This is the only game I've done in the American League opener. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks on. Here's the pitch to Fisk. And that's a 2-7 fly ball to center. Rivers is there, makes the catch, and there's 1 out to get the dangerous Fisk out of there. And now here is George Boomer Scott. So 1 out in the 7th. Guidry, the 2-run lead. Guidry's only given up 3 hits. Couple key walks that last inning, but he survived it. Munson sets in the target. Guidry, the full windup. Here's the pitch to Scott. 4-10. That's a single on a 1. That's a line drive to Dent. 2 away. So now here is Frederick Lynn. Lynn 0 for 2. Fight out, popped up. 2 outs here in the 7th. Guidry trying to go 7. Munson puts down the target, sets the target. Guidry with the full windup and delivers to the lefty Lynn. 1-9, and Lynn skies the right. That is Jackson makes the catch and let's stretch here in New York. Yankees lead by 2, 3-1. 3 runs on 6 hits. The Red Sox 1 run, 3 hits, and an error. It will be Piniella, White, and Dent against Torres. Last of the 7th. That's right. Yep, they played the Mets. It was the 78 Cubs are not a bad team. They had more wins over the 88 Cubs. So they played the 88 Mets. Played him extremely competitive, but Myers had to come in and get the save. I believe it was like 4-2. I'm trying to play as the home team unless I'm playing as the Yanks. So the Cubs were at Shea in this one, but the Cubs stayed in the game. I think Mike Vail hit the home run for the Cubs, kept it really good, and they just couldn't get the runs needed as Gooden pitched 7. I think McDowell came in, pitched the 8th, and then the 9th, Myers came in and pitched a good 9th. So they're 0-1, but I think that Cub team may be a little more competitive than you might think. But they started with a very good Met team in this season. Again, this Mets team is a very underachiever team. Remember, they won all those games only to be ousted by the Dodgers in the same year. So again, last of the 7th will be Piniella, who has 2 hits in the ball game. White, Dent, so it's righty, switchy, righty against Torres. Fisk sets the target. Torres with the pitch. Here's the pitch to Piniella. 2-5 ground ball to short. Burleson's got it. Throws him out. 1 away. Here's White. So White, the batter, 0-for-2. Lined out. Ground out. Double play. Fisk sets the target. Torres, the big windup. Here's the pitch to White. 1-5. And that's ball 4. White walks. And now here is Bucky effing Dent. I've said this before. You wonder if Bucky's middle name really is Fred, going by that Bucky effing Dent name. Not sure why they call Bucky that, but here we go. Dent 0-for-2, popped up and ground out. Fisk sets the target. Torres from the stretch. Here's your matchup, 7th inning. This is what I think Torres did, I believe, in a certain playoff game that year. Fisk sets the target. Torres from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Dent. 3-9 snow line drive. Burleson with the catch. So Dent retired 2 away for your Red Sox fans. He didn't relive history and do it again. Here's Rivers. He's 0-for-2 of the walk. He grounded out, walked in, struck out. Fisk sets in the target. Torres from the stretch. It's 3-1 Yanks, 2 out in the 7th. Here's the pitch to Rivers. That's a 2-5 fly ball right field. That's Evans. Makes the catch. And we go to the 8th. Very competitive here for an opener here in New York. It's 3-1 New York. It'll be Evans who has 2 of the 3 hits. He'll be followed by Hobson and then Brohammer. Remember, he came in to bat for Remy. Guidry in the 8th inning. This is his point of weakness inning. 78 Cubs were not bad, I'll tell you. I think they were 78 and 84 something. That, they were competitive. They're better than the 88 team was. That 88 team, I think, would not have been very good. So that's good to have a team like that. Have the Suitors, the Kingmans, and thanks for a kind of a fun league too. And you're playing in Wrigley too. I can imagine the ballpark effect may be for them too. So get them at home half the time. We'll see if that maybe helps them or kills them. So here's Evans, Hobson, and Brohammer in the 8th. Guidry stays in, again, his point of weakness. Gossage and Lyle both up in the bullpen, starting to loosen. Munson sets the target. Guidry with the windup. Here's the pitch to Evans. 1-12, and he popped the 3rd. Nettles there makes the catch. Actually, that was a line drive. Nettles played him perfectly. 1 out in the 8th. Here's Hobson, 0-for-1 with a walk. Munson sets the target. Guidry from the windup. Here's the pitch. 1-2. That is deep. That's a single, I believe. Hard ball in center field. Rounds first. That holds for a single. So I wonder if that was. Let's look at Hobson again. I believe he rolled a 1-4. Let's see what Hobson rolled against a lefty. Oh, he rolled a 1-3. Single on a 1-4. Rolled the 4. 20% chance and got it. So Hobson is on. That's hit number 1 against the fatigue. 4th hit for the Red Sox. Again, they bring the tying runner on. Here's Jack Brohammer. Remember, they got Duffy on the bench. So they could bat for Brohammer here. Again, make a move. It's in the 8th, 1 away. Munson again goes out and talks to Guidry. He's the field general here, puts down the sign. Guidry from the stretch. Here's the pitch, and they are going to walk him the pitch to Frank Duffy. So he'll stay in the game and play second. So Duffy, 104 bats for the Sox, hit 260. Munson puts down the target. Guidry from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Frank Duffy. 5-5 and struck him out. Big looking. So 2 away, and now here's the rooster, Rick Burleson. That means the 9th inning would be Rice, Yastrzemski, Fisk. So whoever gets that call will be the tough part of this Red Sox lineup going into the 9th. Let's see if Boston can extend the 8th. Munson sets in, puts down the target. Nick Guidry from the stretch, tying runner on. Here's the tough pitch, and they will. Oh, Hobson was trying to run on Guidry, seriously. So Hobson back to the bag. Munson sets in. Guidry from the stretch, peeks at Hobson. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be a 5-6. Struck him out. Another strikeout for Guidry. How about that? So Duffy stays in the play second. And now we go to the bottom of the 8th, a 3-1 ball game. Guidry, Torres stays out there. Are they sticking with him a little bit too long, I wonder? Oh, he's a 7. So I've been playing the Red Sox and the other replay I was doing. But now I'm doing this one, so I didn't set up their bullpens. So Torres stays in. He probably should have came out in the 8th, but he'll come in and see if he can finish his 8-inning complete game and pitch to Randolph, Munson, Jackson. Right, left against Torres. Torres not pitching bad game at all. Yankees scored 1 in the first, 1 in the second, and 1 in the third. Home run by Jackson in the third gave him that extra lead of 3-1. So far, RBIs in the ball game. Randolph tripled in the first inning, then scored. He drove in a run in the third. Randolph's 2 for 3, a run scored. Munson's 1 for 3. Jackson's 1 for 2 with that home run, while Pinella's 2 for 3. Yankees are 6 of 25 so far. 3 runs scored, 3 RBIs, while the Red Sox are 4 for 27, a run scored and RBI. Evans 2 hits, including a home run. As we go to the bottom of the 8th, there'll be Randolph, followed by Munson and Jackson here in the bottom of the order. Fisk sets down the target. Torres with the windup and deals to Randolph. 4-5 popped to short. Burleson's there, makes the catch, and 1 away. Here's Thurman Munson, 1 for 3 of the RBI, single back in the first inning. Fisk puts down the target. Torres with the windup. Here's the delivery. 2-4, deep drive to left field. That's trouble. Yes, at the wall. Can't get it. Home run. Big home run for Munson. His first of the year, his second hit of the game, and his second run batted in. A Getty Garner for the captain. So the Yanks take a 4-1 lead. That had nothing to do with Torres, as Munson hit his own card. So a big shot by Munson here in the 8th. Now here's Jackson. Fisk sets the target. Yanks now a 3-run lead. That may give Guidry enough time to get him back out there again. Torres the windup. Here's the pitch to Jackson. 1-3 is a line drive right at Duffy for the second out. And now with 2 outs in the 8th. Here's Chambliss. He's 0 for 3. Fisk puts down the target, pats the glove. Torres looks in. Here's the windup to Chambliss. That's 6-8. Struck him out and ends the inning. So Yankees get 1 in the 8th. Let's go to the 9th. Guidry coming out to start the 9th with a 4-1 lead as the captain gets it going for the Yanks. John Wisen. And again, welcome to the 1978-88 hybrid, where we take the best team from the 78-88 leagues and make it 1 league. And then we play 78 games, 6 against each of your common opponents. Again, no winner league. This is 78-88. And then we'll take 2 playoff teams from each league. It'll be the top 2 teams from each league, and then you'll have a 5 and 7 game playoff series between them. So that is the gist of the project. John, welcome aboard. Red Sox down to the last inning. They're down by 3 here in the 9th. but the Red Sox will send the meat, if you want to call it. They'll send Sam the Butcher's middle part of this lineup, as it will be Rice, Yastrzemski, Fisk, right, left, right, against Louisiana Lightning, coming up and pitching the ninth. So the Red Sox trying to see if they can get going here. Again, this is the first of a 3-game series. What a way to start. You're not going to get the Yankees in the middle of the year. You get them opening week. So that's a way to start. You get 78 games to get your wins. So it's a tough way for 2 of your best teams to get started, but that's how the scheduling came out. Munson sets in. Guidry looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Rice. And that's a 470. Walked him. So Rice is on. That doesn't help. Gossage gets up in a hurry. It is a save situation. So if Yaz gets on, you could have Gossage pitch to Gossage pitch to Fisk. So Yaz steps up. Lefty matchup. Runner on first. Nobody out. Munson again goes out and talks to Guidry. Then he takes his place behind the plate, puts up the suit of armor, puts down the sign for him. Guidry looks in from the stretch. Runner on first, nobody out. Pitch to Yaz. 1-6 double play ball is dead to Randolph. The Chambliss 2 for the price of 1 double play. So there's a big double play ball for the Yanks. 6-4-3. Dead to Randolph, the Chambliss, and yet 2. Guidry's now 1 out away from sending the Yanks to a 1-0 start in this 78 gamer. So now Munson puts down the target. Fisk up with nobody on. Guidry looking to finish it. Gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Fisk. 6-7 strike him out looking. And that's a ball game. And Ron Guidry finishes what he has started. What a game for Guidry. Winning pitcher is Guidry. He goes 9. Gives up only 4 hits, 1 run. It's earned 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Probably the premier pitcher in this set. Hershiser pitched the opener here as he pitched against the Reds in there, and the Reds won that one too. So Hershiser didn't start off well on his own. Guidry does here in his opening start. I think he'll get about between 16 and 20 starts on this league. Torrez gets the loss. He completes it 2, 8 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 were earned. Again, the Red Sox did commit a huge error by Remy that allowed a run to score. Doubles again by Evans. Triples by Randolph. That was back in the first inning. He came around to score. Home runs by Evans, the captain, Munson, and Jackson with homers. The Yankees start off strong as they win it. The Red Sox again were 4 of only 29, 1 run scored, 1 RBI, 2 hits from Evans, 2 for 3 runs scored in Ribby. The Yankees had 3 guys with 2 hits, Randolph, Munson, and Piniella. Randolph 2 for 4 runs scored, an RBI. Thurman 2 for 4 runs scored, 2 RBIs. Piniella 2 for 3. The Yankees 7 of 29, 4 runs scored, 4 RBIs. The Yankees take the opener by the score of 4-1. So again, let's go over some stuff here, folks. If you want to see what's going on in the league, AL and NL. So these are the matchups for the opening week of the season. If you see a game you want me to upload or put on, let me know. For the first games of the season, Mike Caldwell takes on Dave Stewart. That's Milwaukee at Oakland. So that's a huge matchup, as Milwaukee will get their West Coast trip out of the way in their opener. Baltimore from 1978 takes on Toronto of 88. That becomes Mike Flanagan for Baltimore taking on Dave Steve. Then it will be Chicago, Melito Perez, 88 Sox against the 78 Royals. That's Perez and Denny Leonard. And then it'll be Jack Morris of the 88 Tigers takes on Texas and John Matlack. Remember, if you look at different replays being played, like if you look at the 77 David Demos, the Rangers again did immaculately well. If you look at the 1978 Ron Juckett Action PC replay, the Rangers got to the World Series. The 78 Ranger team plays above expectations a lot, so watch for them. Morris Matlack is an excellent matchup. And then California will go to Cleveland. So California comes east for the first 3. Tanana gets to start against Swindell. It means Cleveland will see Nolan Ryan over the weekend. He'll be pitching both ways. Ryan pitched in the opening series for the Astros we'll talk about. Seattle will then go to Minnesota. A nice lefty-lefty matchup. Mark Langston to take on Frank Viola. If you're interested in the Yankee-Red Sox series the rest of the way, it'll be Dennis Eckersley against Ed Figueroa on the second game of the season, and then it will end with Louis Tiant and Dick Tidrow. Again, 3-game series will be the Call of Duty. Let's go ahead, folks, and give you the 1988. We'll give you their recaps, and we'll go ahead and see if we can call that up for you. And give me 1 second here, and we can call up the stats instead of showing you that. That'll be better. So here we go. I'm not sure if you should be able to see this, I believe. Let's see if we can do that, folks. And how do you start? I basically started my own league and then brought all the teams over from the best records, and then basically generated a league 78 total games because it's an even amount. It allowed for the American League to have 3 home, 3 visitor against everybody. Again, because the National League has always been unbalanced, they will automatically have the extra game somewhere in between. So here we go. And again, if you guys can see, it looks like you cannot see that. I thought maybe you can see what I'm doing on my end. It does not show it. And let's see, let's see if that shows it here. And doesn't show it yet. Okay. Well, let's go over and talk about it here. Just give me 1 moment. And then we'll go over the National League, what has happened so far. So it was the Dodgers and the Reds, the official home opener. It was the Reds defeating the Dodgers 7-5. Winning pitcher Seaver, losing pitcher was Orozco in relief. Save went to Bear. Home runs by Marshall, Hamilton, and Morgan. And then it was the Pittsburgh Pirates defeating the Montreal Expos by a score of 4-2. Bly living the win. Neil Heaton in relief got the loss. Colby got the save. Home runs by Gardner for the Buccos. And then it was the Atlanta Braves stifling and destroying the Padres 12-0. The Braves of 78, not a good team at all, but Phil Niekro pitched a 4-hitter complete game. Atlanta, 12 runs, 17 hits. The Padres, an excellent team in 78, I believe, run 87 games. No runs, 4 hits, and 2 errors. So Gaylord Perry really took a shellacking in there. Nico with the completer. So now the Giants and the Astros, that was an excellent ball game. The Astros came back and won it 3-2. Dave Smith got the winner relief. Gary Lavelle took the loss as the Astros put 2 on Lavelle in the 9th and won it. Glenn Davis with the home run. Home runs also by Clark for the G-Men. The Giants will drop their first game. And then it was the Phillies and Cardinals as Jose De Leon dealt for the Cardinals. Again, not a good Cardinal team, but they won by the score of 4-1. Winning pitcher De Leon, loser Carlton Worrell's first save. Boone, the lone run for the Phillies, was a home run. And then the Cubs and the New York Mets. It was the Mets defeating the Cubbies 3-2. Like I said, that was a good game. Gooden with the win, Russell with the loss, Myers with the save. Home runs by Vail, Dykstra, and Howard Johnson. So most of the Met runs came by the long ball. All right, folks, thank you. If you come and watch this, that's what's going on in the National League Day 1. AL is right now at the start of Game 1. So, folks, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Probably get something else up there at some point. Talk to you later. Have a good rest of your night. Again, the final score, the Yankees win Game 1 of this league setup. So have a good day and see you again.